Today I'm going to show you another super easy way to start quilting. You can make this quilt square in any shape and size you like, and it is so easy to do. I'm starting with a 7-inch square of batting. I actually want my finished square to be 6.5 inches. So I'm doing a little bit extra around the edges in case when I sew this it gets misshapen or stretched out. That way when it's done I can get it very square by trimming it off. There's a lot of different ways that you could start sewing. I'll show you another one at the end of this video, but for this project, I want this to look a little special, so I'm going to start sewing at a diagonal. I lay my first piece down and then my second piece right on top of it. I'm going to be sewing at a 1/4 inch seam allowance on that right side, all the way down, and then open it up and press it flat. Now layer the next piece on top of that rightmost piece and sew it again at a 1/4 inch seam and then open it up. Keep repeating this until you reach the end of the batting. Now turn to the other side and repeat the process, sewing each strip, opening it up, and layering the next piece until you reach the end of the batting. Feel free to stop at any time and iron it really well, especially at the end. Make sure it's all nice and flat and ready to be trimmed. This is where I would normally use a rotary blade and a square ruler so that I would get a perfect size and shape that I want. But to save time, I'll just cut it here with my scissors so you can see how great this quilt square looks. So now let's see a way to use this same technique, but to make it look completely different. I'm going to start with the same size batting square, and I'm going to mark the center here by folding it in half diagonally in both directions. Then I have my little square of fabric, and I'm going to do the same thing too. Now I can line up that center so that the square is right in the middle of my batting. So now we're going to do the same thing and overlap this with a piece of fabric, lining up the right edge, and then we're going to sew that at a 1/4 inch seam allowance. You're going to stop sewing right when you get to the edge of the underneath fabric, and then you're going to trim it and open it up. And now instead of just lining this up again, we're going to rotate it counterclockwise once and do the same exact thing. Put a piece of fabric over it and line it up with that right edge. And you're going to sew it at a 1/4 inch seam allowance, and you're going to stop when you get to the edge of the bottom fabric. Then you're going to open it up and trim it, and we're just going to keep doing this over and over again. And notice what's happening. It looks like a spinning flower that's opening up. This is such a fun and easy way to get started in quilting, and it's so fast you'll want to keep making squares because you'll get such good results from it. Be sure to like and subscribe for more sewing and quilting hacks coming soon. And also, I'll be showing different ways to use these quilted squares that I've made. You're going to want to see it. So be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of it. Thanks so much for watching.